And we are rapidly coming to a close of the first day of the Mackinac Policy Conference. I'm Christy McDonald. We're glad that you are with us. And I'd love to wrap it up with Rick Pluta, my favorite political reporter from the Michigan Radio Network. So
I bet you say that to all the reporters.
I say that to all the political reporters. But Rick, I'd love for you to give me a little perspective on what's happening in Lansing right now with the budget. We did hear the governor say education, they've firmed up what the budget is going to be there.
Let's even link it to what's going on in the island. That we had former Florida Governor Jeb Bush here today, widely talked about as a Republican prospect for president. He's really big on education reform, and he talked about more choice, more charters, more online learning. He begged Michigan to stick with the common standards that have been developed by the nation's governors to measure student performance. This very day in
Legislators
Lansing,
said no.
The legislature sent the governor a budget, said don't spend a dime on that. The governor says that he hopes that there's still some time to change some minds, but you know, that's just one example of the sort of gridlock that we're seeing on a lot of these critical, controversial questions in Lansing.
All right, so Medicaid expansion stalled.
Stalled. It's like everything is parked on I-75 at rush hour.
Let's talk about roads. The road money that the governor wanted, that he talked to the state of the state.
No, that right now, that's going to require a bipartisan coalition of legislators to get that through, Republicans and Democrats, and that's not happening. You look at the Medicaid expansion, that's being blocked by Republicans who say that they're not ready to go there. There's even a smaller Medicaid shortfall that business people are saying that we don't want to have to front the cost for that. So we're living in the age of, we're really living in an era of vetocracy in Lansing, that there are a lot of interests that are capable of stopping things, but no one's figured out the recipe for getting things to move.
Rick Pluta, in 15 seconds, what is the big headline you think is going to come out of Mackinac this year?
The big headline coming out of Mackinac this year is Rick Snyder and his Democratic rival, in all likelihood Mark Schauer, roaming the island and the Grand Hotel all at the same time.
And when they meet each other, they'll say?
They will not meet each other.
Make sure that doesn't happen. All right, Rick Pluta, thanks so much for joining me. And thank you for joining me for our first day of coverage of the Mackinac Policy Conference right here at Detroit Public Television and myvote.org. We will be here tomorrow as well. Education is going to take a center stage. We'll be hearing about that. We'll also be here on Friday. So we hope that you join us. For all of us at Detroit Public Television, I'm Christy McDonald. We'll see you tomorrow from Mackinac Island.